Well, setting up Starfield for the thing today, including disabling motion blur because it gives me a headache, disabling depth of field because it gives me a fucking headache. Film grain can fuck off as well. I want to actually see what the fuck I'm looking at. Stupid fucking cinematic settings. Hate them. I hate all of them. Right. And unfortunately, there is no FOV slider still. Apparently, what I need to do is fuck around with the game files. I need to go around in the core game files and change them if I want an FOV slider. If I want a field of view that isn't, I'm assuming, what, 60 or something? What is Starfield FOV? Hmm. 90. Is it? I actually don't know. I can't find the information. Never mind. I'll try and find how to change the FOV because Bethesda makes their games for console players these days, not PC players. So their default FOV tends to be console focused, and because consoles are on a television, not a computer, this means that they're further away from you. So generally speaking, so their FOVs for video games designed for consoles tend to be far narrower than FOVs designed for computers, because you're closer to a screen on a computer. A console designed FOV can be quite claustrophobic and uncomfortable. So I tend to change them. In fact, if you've watched my stream series before, you've probably noticed me do that in the console a few times. Because, yeah, I like 90, maybe 100, but 90 FOV would be great. Chances are it's far narrower than that. But unfortunately, this is Bethesda, so you don't get the option to change that in-game. But at least I can remove motion blur, because motion blur is the big one. This gives me a gigantic headache in every game, and depth of field makes me feel like my vision is going blurry, that I can't see properly. Again, it gives me a headache. So both of these things give me a headache, so disable them right away. And film grain, I just think, is a stupid fucking trend. I understand the game's theme this time around, so nah. I am going into this completely blind. I don't know anything about it, except I did a little bit of research the other day, just so we can speed run the character creator system, because this is me we're talking about, and I will spend over an hour in character creation. So I've tried to streamline it a little bit. Let's see if I can find the document. I wrote down somewhere. I actually can't find. Is it here? Wait a minute. I'm looking on my desktop right now. Here we go. No, that's Star Rail. Different game. I can't remember everything exactly, but I'll try and find it. I know what kind of background essentially I'm choosing and what traits I'm choosing, just to stop, so that doesn't cause problems. I'm trying to remember what it was now. But yeah, just so that doesn't hold me up forever. Beyond that, I don't know what the game is about. I don't know the story, but it's Bethesda, so I'm assuming there'll be several factions that you can choose between. It will be very bare bones in terms of depth. It'll be very shallow in its depth. It'll probably be riddled with bugs. A big open world to explore with repetitive themes. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'll be honest, I'm not too excited for this. For one, it's Bethesda after Fallout 4 and 76. Yeah, they don't like making RPGs anymore. or playable games. On top of that, it's barely even sci-fi. I am a fantasy guy. I'm not really a sci-fi guy, and Starfield is just kind of modern-ish space. Maybe a little bit of retro chic thrown in there. The concept doesn't interest me. The fact that it's just humans doesn't interest me. Yeah, I'm not. This is why I bought it on Game Pass, not the actual game, because the core theme of the game doesn't interest me, and it's Bethesda, so I expect, to be honest, that it's going to be pretty crap. I also don't trust any of the mainstream reviews of this game because it's a high-profile game, so I don't trust any of the mainstream reviews. I'm aware of Morticible Gaming making a review after completing it 100%, so he's got early access to this one. But I am going to leave that until after I've streamed it tonight for my initial impressions. So, yeah, it is 7 o'clock tonight, GMT. I hope to see you there. I've literally just woke up. It is... actually, I've been up for about an hour at this point. It's 5:57. I got up at 5. It's going to be hot as balls today, so basically I'm going to dive out with the dogs at first light so they can actually have a walk today, since it's been so hot the past 2 days that I've not been able to walk them. But yeah, Starfield, accessibility. I like how accessibility doesn't contain any, color blindness settings or anything like that by the signs of it. So, yeah. That's funny. But no. I actually consider an FOV slider to be an accessibility thing. Same thing for motion blur, actually. Because again, motion blur, the amount of times I've had issues with motion blur in games is insane. They're cinematic settings. They're settings designed to make the game seem more picturesque. But I find my brain tries really hard to see them in detail. So things like depth of field and motion blur gives me a headache because my brain is just narrowing in on the fact that it can't focus on them properly, and it annoys me consistently throughout the game. So yeah, I am not going in it wanting for it to be bad. I know it sounds like that. I want it to be good. More good games in the world is better than more bad games, right? I want to be pleasantly surprised by it, But because of Bethesda's recent track record, and yeah, I'm not expecting much at all. I'm expecting it to be incredibly popular because it's Bethesda, and that's the only reason why it's incredibly popular. At this point, these guys could release Fallout 76 has players apparently still, so these guys could release literally anything and it would do well. So yeah. But what's the problem with the game industry? The people that buy into bullshit. That's the problem. They wouldn't do it if they didn't make money out of it. Oh. That is my 6 o'clock alarm going off in the other room. You want to hear my alarm in the morning, 6 o'clock? I have 3. I have one that goes off at 5, one that goes off at 6, and one that goes off at 7. The 7 o'clock one is the JoJo one. There we are. You can enjoy this with me. My 6 o'clock alarm. Right, okay. I'm gonna shove this very tired, groggy video on YouTube as kind of a pre-notification that we're going live today. Everything's ready to go. Hopefully we don't crash constantly. I will try and knock the internet off for about an hour or so before we stream, just so we have less chance of the stream disconnecting, because I've been using too much bandwidth. I'll see you tonight. I apologize for how, like, groggy this sounds. Yeah, I am a morning person these days. I'm not as much of a night owl anymore. I am a morning person, but I wake up when I move, and I've literally just got up, made myself a coffee, and checked Starfield to make sure I don't need to install anything. And I actually did need to install an update. Apparently, there's already been a patch, so I'm glad that I checked, because I wouldn't want to wait here before before stream starts only to find it out then. So yeah. I'll check again a little bit before stream, obviously before knocking the net off for a bit, but yeah, I am a morning person, but I wake up when I move, and right now I've not moved. I've literally just got up, made myself a coffee, and I'm sat here. I'm not even dressed. I'm still in shorts, so that's what I'm going to do now before the light comes, and then take the dogs out, hopefully, sometime soon. So, yeah, I'm expecting a delivery today as well. Hopefully it comes at a reasonable fucking time. So, I've not got much time to take the dogs out. I've got a narrow window between taking the dogs out and fucking delivery time. Literally an hour, actually. It's 6 o'clock now. Delivery time is between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. So, I hope it's not pitch black. Oh, no, I've just looked through the curtains. The sun has come up a little bit. Right, okay. I need to leave my coffee here until I get home. I will drink it cold. I have been doing that recently anyway. I need to take the dogs out so they actually have a walk today before it gets too fucking hot. Why am I still making this video? Why is this still going on? Hello, Starfield logo. Right, I will see you later on tonight. Oh, right.